Yeah, welcome to KJTV, and we want to look at the Trump agenda. Is it the end of the American empire? We have different types of empires which have ruled the world, which have dominated at a certain period of time. Well, if you look at, we had the Akkadian Empire, which was between 2334 to 2154 BC. Then came the ancient Egyptian Empire, the Hittite Empire. Assyrian Empire followed, the Persian Empire, Macedonian Empire, that is the Greek Empire. Roman Empire came in. We had Maurya Empire, Han's dynasty on other parts of the world. Then later on, we came to the Byzantine Empire, Islamic Empire, the Mongolian Empire, the Ottoman Empire. All of those came, the Russian Empire. Then we came the British Empire, which dominated in the 16th century. Then it followed the Russian Empire. Spanish Empire followed, and the French. Why are those? Those empires dominated in one way, either militarily or economically, and they became very strong. Then they ended up going. Then in the 19th, the 20th century, we had the Japanese Empire. This was through expansion, through industrialization and military power. Then the Soviet Socialist Republic from 1922 to 1931, it became a superpower controlling Eastern Europe and parts of Asia. United States dominated the 20th century to the 21st century, global influence through political and economic power. But there is a difference between the earlier empires. America became a dominant because it is a democratic state, and it was spreading its democratic values. What is happening is Trump agenda changing what we know about the democratic country. He invaded Venezuela and removed the president. He wants to invade Greenland and other things. What are these? And he has rattled so many people, more especially right now, the state of Minnesota, where he had deployed ICE agents who have terrorized the state. But now it's coming to an end. You can watch here that this is coming to an end now. And you can release
was saying during the last couple of weeks. And it's all good changes. I'm also pleased to report that we're seeing a notable decrease on unlawful agitator activity here in Minneapolis and overall throughout the state. This is great news for Minnesota communities that have been adversely impacted by the lawlessness and chaos on the street. We have what we call here QRFs, Quick Response Force, security teams that get called out when ICE officers are out doing operations. They get into trouble if agitators get out of control. If there's a danger and public safety is at risk, these QRFs respond to help these officers.
So he's talking about that they are withdrawing the ICE from Minnesota. Why are they doing it? Number one, it has brought them shame. They killed 2 US citizens because they are unruly. Second, Congress, if they can't agree anything by 13th, which is a day from now, DHS will have no funds. And what will happen is that they will have to, then they will have to move out. They will not be funded. So they are that ashamed because of what they have done. The project 2025, they wanted to crack down on immigration deportation. And why they fear, if they were doing through an orthodox means, that now they have been controlled. But damage has already been done. Damage is already done because, as we say now, even the war over, the respect of this country has gone to the dogs. If you want to know that this has gone to the dogs, listen to this.
President Trump is acting like an international gangster, threatening to trample over the sovereignty of an ally, threatening the end of NATO altogether. The President of the United States is attacking our economy, our livelihoods, and our national security. He is a bully. He thinks he can grab whatever he wants using force if necessary. And he is corrupt. The most corrupt president the United States has ever seen. Madam Deputy Speaker, President Trump is acting like an international.
Who would think that it will reach a time in this country, a US president will be addressed like that? This is the lowest point of this country. And Trump is the only person who has brought America not to be respected in the world. When a British member of parliament is calling him a bully, an international gangster, a very wonderful divination of the kind of man he is. It behoves that what are we going through? Is it that American influence is ending in the world? Or are we moving from a republic to a monarchy? You know, even the newsmen, when last year they started, when he came to office, saying this, and it looks like it's coming through. You can see some of them, they portrayed Trump, like Donald Trump calls himself king as he announces major driving policies. Shake-up. It was projected, long live the king. Trump declares himself monarch as he kills New York's traffic program. You know, Rome, the Roman Republic, was ruled by the Senate. And later on, when militaries became autocratic, they had moved slightly. Julius Caesar became a dictator. And when he died, his successor, Augustus Caesar, declared that now Rome is an empire, a monarchy. Then he started ruling like dictators as kings. Is that what Trump is coming now? And he's now a king. Long live king. The king. Is that what's happening? Are we ending? Is it the end of a republic? Because he doesn't seem to listen to the Senate. Congress has become useless. You could see even how Attorney General Pam Bondi went there and he was talking arrogantly. Is there something we don't know? You know, Trump, during the campaign, he had addressed Christians and said this, and this worries me, that is there something we don't understand? Listen.
If you want to save America, get your friends, get your family, get everyone you know, and vote. Vote early, vote absentee, vote on election day. I don't care how, but you have to get out and vote. And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed, it'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
Now, what does it mean that only 4 years, we don't have the vote. Is that the end of the US Republic and the beginning of a monarchy? Is that the reason why he started to nationalize elections? Because I think he realized that our election is local. He cannot be able to influence elections, so he wants it to be national, where he can be able to dictate the agenda. Watch out. Trump is coming back. He will either split this nation or have it end and become something else. We really have to watch if what he says is correct, that he wants to change and make it a monarchy or the end of the empire. Let's watch and see what happens. And any of your thoughts, give it in the comments. And please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, you can hit subscribe and like. That is how the channel